So Ryan Garcia released this video yesterday, and I was kind of reluctant to cover it on this channel because he's saying a whole lot without saying a whole lot, if you guys get my drift. In this video, Ryan Garcia is pretty much saying that he can't get access to his money. People are looking for him. They're trying to lock him up in jail. He's reaching out to people that aren't reaching out to him back, right? So he's saying a whole lot without saying a whole lot. And I wanted the story to develop a little bit before we cover it on this channel because I knew that this plot was going to get much deeper. And after today, oh man, did it get deeper, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get into that, I just want to say a couple things. There was creators out there that were making like 17-20 minute videos on this clip that's less than a minute long, and they were saying stuff like, well, obviously Ryan Garcia is on something. He's on drugs, right? He's on coke. I know what a cokehead looks like. Which in my opinion is not a good take, right? Because we don't know if Ryan Garcia is on drugs or not. More on that later, though. Some other people were saying that this is obviously a marketing scheme, and I was like, well, that's pretty interesting. You know, Ryan Garcia does have a fight coming up, right? And it's obviously against Devin Haney. So maybe, but I've never heard of an athlete say I can't get access to my money. They're trying to lock me up in jail as a form of marketing, right? I've never heard a fighter or an athlete say that to market something. Ryan Garcia would definitely be starting new waves if that's the case. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't think that's it. I think we're seeing an episode from Ryan Garcia. Obviously, he's not in his in a right mental state, and this is very alarming given the fact that Ryan Garcia is one of boxing's biggest freaking athletes right now. That's not even a debate. That's the truth. Now, I said earlier that Ryan Garcia might be having a drug-induced episode, and he released a couple tweets saying that he would do a live drug test, right? Which in my opinion, I don't know exactly how that works. I mean, I've taken drug tests before. More different topic for a different video. You guys could ask me about that later. But I've taken drug tests before, and from my understanding, right, whenever you take a drug test, usually the samples that you give off are sent to a lab, and then after a couple days, things are finalized, and they're able to tell you on paper whether you're taking drugs or not. So I don't know how exactly he's gonna set up a live drug test. If any of you guys know any information about that, make sure to let me know down in the comments. Not super versed on drug testing, ladies and gentlemen. I cover MMA and combat sports, but yeah, this is very alarming. My thing about this entire situation is that Ryan Garcia is saying some pretty crazy, controversial stuff. I mean, he's saying that the Bohemian Grove, right? Yes, the Bohemian Grove is a real thing. Yeah, the group that supposedly has the most elite or has members that are that are elite people in society. There's some pretty insane things to him as a 2-year-old, right? I'm not gonna get super into detail. I'm pretty sure some of you guys could find some of those clips if you guys have not already seen it. Apparently Ryan Garcia was taken advantage of as a baby, right? And that's not that's some pretty crazy claims. I don't know exactly what to think. Ryan Garcia could be, I don't know, man. He could be even saying the truth. As crazy as this sounds, I don't know. I'm not saying that he is saying the truth or not, but in this day and age, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there's so much going on in the world right now. A lot of things are being uncovered, right, as we speak. And 2024 so far has been crazy, right? Especially with what's going on with celebrities. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised if freaking aliens land on us tomorrow, man. Like, there's just so much going on in the world right now. And the reason why, like I said, this is a big thing in the combat sports right now is the fact that Ryan Garcia is one of the biggest freaking names in boxing right now. And the fact that he's going to have a fight against Devin Haney, I'm pretty sure they're probably even going to call off the fight. I think they're probably going to call off the fight. I just don't see how his management lets him go out and fight Devin Haney after everything that's been said, especially today, man. But I'm very curious to read your thoughts down in the comment section below. Obviously, these are some very very serious. This is a very serious situation. Hopefully, Ryan Garcia is getting the help that he needs. We don't know what to think. For anybody out there who's actually believing some of these creators, before we get the details, I just want to say that, hey, don't believe everything you see on the internet. Um, and that's really much all I have to say. Obviously, the situation is very, very crazy. I've never seen anything like this before, but I'm very curious to read your thoughts. Very curious to read your thoughts down in the comment section below. So let's go ahead and start a discussion. As always, it's a pleasure talking to each and every single one of you guys. Peace out and have a good one.